Hi everyone, welcome back to our podcast, Conversation Corner. My name here is Nemo.
And the one and only Derek.
And today we're discussing love languages. Before we start, Derek will feel bad about this, but we have new mics. I hope you can see them. They look nice.
We've upgraded. So we'll not be having issues with sound anymore.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, start us off, Derek. Love languages.
Now, before we go to love languages, you know, there are some things that we used to do when we were in relationships, and we did not know.
Okay.
Yes. For example, I'll give you a good example. In my case, I had a girlfriend back in 2012, 2013.
I think we had met by then.
Yes. And she used to like PDS. You know PDS?
Ah, yes.
Public display of affection.
Oh, yes.
And that is one thing that I have never been comfortable. Ever. So, we crossed so many times, we came to Likosana because of that.
Okay.
And that relates to what you're going to talk about today.
Yeah, it does.
Love languages.
Do I have any that I didn't like? I'm actually a fan of a lot, but yeah.
Even PDS.
I love PDS. But with someone I'm not embarrassed to walk around with.
So you're trying to say those people who refuse PDS are embarrassed of their partners?
What I mean is, maybe you're dating someone.
Yes.
Who, personally, I'm dating someone, I'm not feeling, I feel this, this one is not going anywhere. So there's no need for PDAs. I discovered this, let me not say not too far ago. Yeah, but if it's someone I like, PDA is something I don't mind.
Okay.
So if I start doing this.
But there are just some people who are not comfortable with PDS. Not that they are embarrassed of their partner or they feel that the relationship is not going anywhere. But they're just shy. I am a shy person.
Shy?
Yes. Shy. Look at me like that. I am shy. Come on.
Okay. If he says he's shy, I don't know. Although I feel maybe not. Are you sure you are not embarrassed by that person?
No.
Shyness.
No, actually, it's just that I have never been comfortable with the public display of affection.
Okay, I know there are people like that.
Yes.
So, some people don't like PDS.
Yeah.
Now, would you like to tell us the first love language?
First and foremost, let us define love languages.
Very good.
Yes.
Very good, yeah.
Because, these are things we've been doing, but we do not know how to define them. It's about time we define them, and we delve a bit deep into what it means and discuss it fully.
Yes. I agree.
Yes. So the concept of love languages was introduced by Dr. Gary Chapman in his book, The 5 Love Languages, Secret to Love That Lasts. I don't know when the book was written.
I'm also not very sure, but I've seen and I've read the book.
Yeah, so it was introduced by Dr. Gary Chapman. But it's not that it is something that is new. It is something that has been there. It is just that Dr. Gary Chapman defined it. Yes. And expounded on it. Yes.
Okay, now that he has defined it for you, there are 5 love languages.
Yes.
Word of affirmation,
acts of service.
The one he was talking about, PDA,
yes.
Physical touch,
gifts.
Yes, receiving gifts, and where I fall, quality time.
I think I also fall under quality time.
I suspect you do.
Yes. Why do you suspect I do? Do I look like quality time?
No, the number of, Derek, we've met with you a couple of times.
Yes.
And and these love languages are also for friends. They are for everyone, not just romantic,
Yeah.
although they do apply mostly in romantic,
Yes.
but also friendships.
Mm.
So, Derek, the number of times we've met, we've sat down and had those very deep conversations that maybe some people might find, what is this they're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think you fall under quality time.
Very true.
Mm.
And in most cases, it was over a meal.
Yeah, we always met over a meal. To be specific. Chicken.
I cannot count how many times we met over chicken.
He loves chicken. But then, do you know I'm not a chicken person?
What?
Yeah.
You would go out to eat chicken just because...
The reason I would do that is because I don't cook chicken in my house. So, once or twice a year, chicken is okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I love chicken.
Yeah, he loves chicken. Okay. So which one do we start with? Quality time?
No, let's start with words of affirmation.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so words of affirmation. Personally, I would say, when you're talking to your spouse,
Yeah.
and they have so how do you discover they have their words of affirmation? Telling them kind things. Yeah, they resonate. And be humble when you're talking. Don't just tell them. Even when you're telling them something wrong, don't just condemn them in a way they feel
reprimanded. Like they did something wrong and that was very wrong. You shouldn't have done that. No, that is not the way to do it.
A person who cares, maybe for a person who doesn't care about words of affirmation, will not take it as much as they will, but will not take it as deep as a person who values words of affirmation.
Yeah.
So be kind, be humble, give them, is it words of appreciation?
Yes, and encouragement. You know how you can wake up in the morning and you tell your spouse, wow, today fantastic, before they leave for work, wish them a good day, encourage them on whatever they're going to do. It puts a bit of confidence in their day. Yes, and it lifts them up.
It does. It even makes them feel closer to you.
Exactly. They feel like you care more. Yes, because you are always encouraging them, always telling them you love them.
Yes. I know men, I've had so many men complain, oh, why should I keep telling my wife I love her? She already knows I love her. Derek, why are you laughing? I didn't want to laugh.
It's a problem that some of us have.
Yeah, but so many men are complaining. Just give her those. Even there are some men who love words of affirmation. So tell them, be kind and deliver that news in a nice way. Even if they don't do something good, just tell them in a better way. Yeah.
Yes. You see, the thing is, people do not know their spouse's love languages, so it causes that communication breakdown in the relationship. So if you get a spouse whose love language is words of affirmation, and you do not know that is their love language, and you do not affirm them with those words, so you see they tend to say that you do not love them. But the fact is that you do not know their love language.
And I agree.
Yes.
I truly agree. And how do we know? You brought a very nice thing. How do you know your love language? There's some tests online. They are free. We give them the links on our social media where they can do the test. I have done it. That's how I'm able to know my love language. In fact, I have two, but the dominant one is quality time. Yeah. So they can take the test. I think, it's free of charge. You can take the test.
I also think it's quite easy to understand yourself. I have not taken the test, but I know my love language is quality time. because I tend to feel more love when I spend time with my spouse. We either watch a movie, just hang out. Even when she is cooking, I'm there assisting her.
I know. I love that as well.
It feels just fantastic, Yes.
That's actually true. The reason why I'm saying people should maybe take the test, I've seen people who are confused.
Okay.
You can find somebody who's telling you, I have 3 love languages.
They don't.
I love gifts. I love talking. I love, So if you're confused, I think, because I used to also be very confused. I knew I loved quality time, but I loved also this. To be very honest, we love all of them, but there are those that are very dominant.
There's the one that fully resonates with you. Yes.
Yes, and that's what we are telling people. If you're very confused, go and take that test.
Yeah. So let's move to the next.
The next one, Derek.
Language.
Which one is it?
Acts of service.
Acts of service. This is my second one.
Now, acts of service is where now there's a problem.
Oh.
For men especially.
Like me who likes a man pouring into acts of service.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes. Acts of service is when a person uses actions to show that they love you. They're saying action speaks longer than words. Comes in. This is where this is best place to use it. Yes.
And trust me, understand. To be very honest, just watching for me, just watching somebody I'm dating maybe cut the grass or even bring me food, put it on a plate, even feed you. Hi, Derek.
It melts your heart.
It takes me away. So that's what I'm saying. That's my second one. I really understand this one.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to acts of service, like you said, bringing you food, even cooking the food. And in most cases, you get that a man will feel uncomfortable.
Is it uncomfortable or inferior?
Well, you can use that time inferior. When you see when you expect them to go in the kitchen and prepare a meal for you, and then you're sitting there.
Oh, that's so sexy.
Yes, when people say it's sexist. Or it's chauvinism.
Goodness gracious. Some of us love it.
Yes, that is what I'm trying to say. You just need to understand your partner's love language. Yes.
That's very true. It could even be as simple as taking care of the baby for 3 hours as I do something.
Yes, or even rest.
Even resting.
Yes.
Even maybe watching a movie. Doesn't mean that I need to rest. Maybe I want to watch a movie undisturbed. And my spouse is there taking care of the baby. That is, how do I tell you? You need to understand it. But even men, there's some, you like it when your wife cooks for you, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. Yes. So you see, when I'm at home and my spouse is there, she wants something from the shop. She can ask me, can you please go and get me such and such a thing? And being that is her love language, and I understand it's her love language. Even if she's free and I was doing something, I can stop whatever I'm doing and go get it for her. It makes her feel appreciated in that relationship. Shows that I do appreciate and love her.
That's very, very true, actually.
Yes.
Yeah. And people should stop stereotyping these love languages. Like, there's something very interesting, because we grew up with our fathers being given acts of service.
Yes.
Yeah. The woman cooked for her, blah, 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 blah. And then, which other love language is confused for women? Quality time.
Quality time.
Yeah.
How?
you'd hear men saying, sasa nataka nikae hapo tuongee. Tunaongea nini? I need to go to work and da.
Or I need to hang out with fellow men.
I need to hang out with my boys. Nini? Alafu topics umesikia zenye anaongea. That to be serious. So people confuse those two. One, they confuse quality time, and even gifts. They confuse quality time and gifts for women and acts of service for men. Yeah. But what I like about the guy who wrote the book, he said, remember, you're not married to your father or your mother. If your mother liked doing acts for service for the husband.
But before you continue, you know, some people choose their spouses based on.
We all do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all do.
So, have you ever had somebody telling somebody you married your father?
Yeah. You married your father, you married your mother, yeah. And that's where the problem comes.
Yes.
Because, you know, that person, you watched your father being cooked for or whatever with your mom, you conclude that all men like acts of service. You'll be very surprised. You'll be very surprised that maybe what he likes is words of affirmation.
And quality time.
And
you have grown up knowing that your mother doesn't come to your father as often. And yet your husband would prefer you closer so that you are sharing and talking. Yes.
Actually, I have a friend who is she's dating a man who likes quality time. And she told me, I find it very strange. My man just wants me to sit down there and we talk, and sometimes you're not even talking. He just likes me seeing me there. He just loves it. In fact, he'll even call, what time are you coming? I need to see you. Just to get there and just to sit, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. So be very careful. You're not dating your mother or your father.
And these are things that can make or break that relationship.
Exactly.
Yes.
I agree.
I'll give you another example when we get to quality time.
Hey, you like I also like quality time.
Yes.
So the next one, we go to
gifts. Receiving gifts.
This one is 0 for me.
This is where people are being called materialistic people.
Yes, that's another stereotype. Yeah.
But yes, the stereotype comes from a point at which I can understand. There are people who are just materialistic.
They are there in the world, yeah.
Yes. But also there are people whose love language is receiving gifts.
Yes.
But now you see, in this case where the love language is receiving gifts, it is not about the size of the gifts or the quality of the gift. It's the thought behind the gift. Yes. I can give you a good example. Making just something. For example, you met at maybe one of the meetings and you were in Java taking tea or something, and she ordered the same thing, probably you're sitting side by side, and that is how you started the conversation. And that's when the relationship is
I have a feeling I know what you want to say.
And when the relationship is proceeding well, you decide to surprise her and at home make the exact thing that you both ordered.
That's beautiful.
It is tied to the memory of the first meeting.
That's very true.
Yes. So it's the thought behind the gift that matters most.
And also something about people who like this love language.
Yes.
It is very important for you to remember their dates, the anniversary, the birthday.
There is no woman who enjoys a man who forgets those dates. If you forget those dates, you're in trouble.
Yes, very true. Very, very true.
Yes.
We do like, no, but even I've seen men who get very angry because you've forgotten his birthday.
Yes. There are some.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Mm.
I've seen them because as we celebrate our birthdays, it is very necessary, even if we don't give you something,
Mm-hmm.
just the thought of, hi Derek, happy birthday. I've seen that happen in our family. So I can imagine, I'm just giving an example, anyone maybe who dates my brother or marries my brother and then forgets the birthday. I have a feeling it will not go well.
You know, I have celebrated my birthday twice. I mean twice. The whole time I've been twice only. We rarely celebrate our birthday.
Even just giving somebody a call and saying, hey Derek, happy birthday.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Now imagine you dating a woman
Yes.
who celebrates those birthdays.
And you forget to do
And
it.
you forget.
Or you assume. Because yes, sometimes you assume, you say, I don't do that. It's not
these are not big
important.
deals.
Yes. That is the language.
It's gonna rain. Remember those archives you were telling me about? We apparently women bring fights from
The archives. And some of the things you've totally forgotten about, you have brought now.
Every year, Derek,
Yes.
that particular day, she'll be archiving and opening that box. Very
Yes.
important, yeah.
So thoughtful gifts that symbolize love and appreciation. Yes. Small things with great meaning behind them. This is the kind of language that we're talking about. Not the kind of, I saw someone gifting somebody cars and land and property. Yes.
Oh yes, now that you brought that up,
Yes.
let me debunk a myth.
Uh-huh.
People say, I've heard so many women saying this,
Mm-hmm.
if a man is giving you those things you're mentioning about, giving you, spending humongous amounts of money on you, be very careful. Is he manipulating you? Or is he doing because he likes giving you gifts? Yeah, because what I've learned, some people who have the monies, because either they are cheating on their spouses, or they are cheating, or they are not giving them even time present. You see, another thing about receiving gifts, there's also the gift of presence. Avail yourself to that person.
Yeah.
So you find, because that's part of gifting, it's not just things. Gift yourself. Your presence is also very necessary.
Yes.
So you find a man who is gifting, traveling.
Yeah,
Gifting. Yeah, they're really there for you. Emotionally, physically, never there.
Okay.
Have you seen those ones of my mom, or even something? My mom got sick. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Don't worry. I'll compensate. I'll take you to somewhere.
Oh, I'll take care of the bill.
Yeah, I'll take care of the bill, but never to be found, never to be seen, even smelled. You get what I'm saying?
You have to use smell.
Yeah, smell is very important. You'd be surprised you pick spouses by how they smell. So
Yeah, I read that somewhere.
it is true.
The
So
fellow ones, eh?
yes. So the guy is never there, but he's just gifting and splashing. So be very, very careful with this one. Sometimes also manipulators use this one and they lie to you. Yeah. Very important to know the reason. They say always find out the why.
Yes.
Of a person.
Yes. And that is why when you get to understand the love language of receiving gifts and giving gifts, you get to understand. I can find a pen, and because it is tied to a memory that we share, that will be even more valuable to you than somebody who comes and buys you a big item, like, let's say an iPhone. Yes.
All the women love those ones.
Yes.
That's a new key to the side. I know we'll have a lot of bashing for this one, but it's true, ladies.
Yeah.
Manipulators use this tactic a lot. Make sure they bless you with 2 things if your love language is gifts. So apart from physical, also the presence is important.
Yes. And I'll give you another example. I gift my spouse as often as I can, even though her love language is not
Gifting.
Yes. And I gift her because when you are with somebody, you tend to see something she wants and something that she needs. And she will not even know that she needs it. But you being the spouse and you're observant, you will notice that she needs this more than she wants that. So instead of getting her what she wants, you get her what she needs.
I agree.
And
I like that.
Yes, it means more. For example, she goes to work every day, leaves home without breakfast. So what I did, I got her a mini flask, that she can use, and a tin where she can, if she wants to carry packed lunch, she can carry packed lunch.
And that's very thoughtful.
Yes. So you see, you identify that she needed that mug more than something else, and I get her that. Yes.
That was very thoughtful. Yeah. So you see, you have to put the thought process.
Exactly.
But I realized that's a thing, people who do quality time. I also when I look at the person I'm dating, and maybe they keep saying, wow, I like that, I like that, I like that. I don't know how I end up in the shop.
Yeah, it's something that comes with the territory.
Yeah.
You get to see that this is what she likes, or this is what he likes. And you are just compelled
To
because you love that person to get that item for them. Yes. So gift giving should matter mostly the thought behind the gift. Okay? Not the gift or the quality of the gift, the thought behind it should matter the most. Yes.
Yeah. That's with the people who like receiving gifts.
Yes.
But even, I've said I'm not a gift person. But even if I get it and I realize the person had put a lot of thought in it, I really appreciate.
Yeah. It matters most. It makes you feel that warm, mushy feeling inside. Yes.
That's very true. Okay, so our next one. Physical touch. How about we go to the one we like?
Sure.
Which one?
Because you see, physical touch and quality time are both mine.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So which one do we go to?
Quality time.
Quality time. All right.
Yeah.
Let's do this. So quality time.
Yes.
We love spending time with people. We love it. Again, it doesn't matter if you're doing anything. We just love seeing those people there.
Yes.
To a point. And then we also love doing activities together.
Watching movies. Just taking a walk.
Road trips. We are those people who you spoil with road trips and bungee jumping. If you watch our previous episodes, you will know he's not going anywhere.
No.
Yeah. So, but we are those people who like activities.
Yes.
So I've seen people saying, I've seen people who say, now he wants us to go for another road trip. Ni ya kazi gani? That one is not a person who likes quality time.
Yes.
You see, what I've realized people are thinking is everyone likes these road trips and what. Maybe that's not the love language they have. And you're just forcing them to go to these trips, and they feel...
Very important thing to note. During dating, we bring it up again. Dating is very important. These are things that you are supposed to pick up on during
While
dating.
yeah.
Yes. Quality time is a very good, and I repeat, very good
It's because you
love
value it.
language. I value it so much.
It's because you get to know somebody.
Yes.
Yeah.
The more time I spend with my spouse, I get to understand her. Even when she's from work, she comes home, because most of the time I don't go for the 8 to 5 job. When she gets home and finds me home, she starts telling me about her day. We get just to talk and listen to each other. It creates that bond that is how I do not know how to explain it.
In fact, psychologists say, I can't remember the number of hours, but you should spend, I think, 4 hours. I need to be sure about this, but you should spend 4 hours talking to someone if you want them to be close to you. So this is a very important love language.
Yes.
Every day, and I'm not talking about, because it opens up things. It opens up sexual interaction or intimacy. It opens up knowing about the person. Talking just helps a lot.
Yeah.
And people who like quality time, we don't like nonsense topics. Don't tell us about the weather. It's not helping us. And that's something I've realized, Derek, by the way. If somebody comes to me and starts a small talk.
But that small talk can lead to big talk.
No. I don't know how to accommodate small talk in my brain. Because people who like quality time love quality talks.
Very true.
If you just come and tell us, hey, the weather is hot today, ama it's cold, we will answer, but we'll be like, where? Is this the only discussion we can do?
Is that all? Is that all you can come up with?
Yeah. I don't know if it happens to you.
Well, it has happened before, but you get to adjust depending on the people you're interacting with.
But won't you get a lot of weather people?
That is why I'm saying you get to adjust depending on the people.
Can you imagine if you met 5 people in that day?
We're talking about the weather.
The weather.
You become an expert.
The last person, you would shoot them down. Yeah.
Yes. And quality time, I got to learn this the hard way. Yes. Before I got to understand the love languages, I lost someone very close to me because I did not know their love language. Yes. She dumped me.
Oh, okay.
She dumped me because I did not understand. I did not know her love language. So we were not communicating. Let's say communicating, because basically it's communication.
You were talking about the weather. Surface level topics.
Yeah. I was not talking about the weather.
No, okay. An example of a surface level topic.
Yes, and weather, she needs something
very
deep. Yeah. So I lost her because our love languages were different. And I did not try to learn her love language. Yes. Yeah. And we drifted apart. And it broke our relationship.
Love language, they make you drift apart.
Yes.
Another thing about love language, because I love the quality time love language, is a person who has quality time, do not talk to them from another room.
Yes. You better be there.
Yeah.
Even if they're in the kitchen.
Yes.
Go to that kitchen.
Yes. I had my auntie one day. I was sleeping over at my auntie's place, and every time she was talking, and she was talking while walking, So we were with her in the bedroom, in the kitchen,
You follow
in the
her.
dining
You become the shadow.
and she did not understand. So she called my mom. My Remo likes walking around with people. She did not understand that I love, but she was very accommodating, and I loved that. And my mom, because she's also the same, she likes quality time.
Yes.
She was like, yeah, that's what we do in this house. As we move, we are making the bed, we are talking, we finish making the bed, we go to the kitchen, we start chopping. But the minute somebody else is in another room, that conversation is never going to happen. So yeah.
So quality time is giving undivided attention
Yes.
and making meaningful memories together. Can do things like dates, planning dates.
Bungee jumping.
You and your bungee jumping.
I want to go bungee jumping. We
Trips.
should get you and your wife, we go.
Do what?
Jump.
I'm too young to die.
But you are tied with a rope, Derek.
Yes. Too young to die.
Okay. I rest my case. Then I'll go with your wife and then we'll send photos.
Like I said, I'll be there. But I'll wait for her on the ground.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Planning trips together, having deep conversation without distractions. This is one good point. You can be talking to somebody, but they're on their phone or they're watching TV. That is not quality time.
Thank you for bringing that one up, Derek.
Yes.
I hate it.
When you're talking to somebody and they're busy.
When I'm talking to someone and they are busy, let me give you an example. You go on a date.
Yes.
You sat strategically opposite each other.
Okay.
So that you can
Face each other.
and have good conversation. And then somebody is constantly on their phone. Derek, I'm telling you, that guy has no chance. Zero. In fact, sometimes we even end the date early.
Yes. You see, the thing is, people do not understand the meaning of quality time. Even I crossed paths with my spouse not long ago, just a few weeks ago. She was talking to me, and at that time there was a very nice movie on TV.
Okay.
So I was listening to her and watching the movie. And she got very annoyed because I am not giving her the attention she needs when she's talking to me. And she was like, this movie is not going anywhere.
Yeah, but I can't. Is that how she ended that conversation?
No, she didn't say, but I can. But it was implied.
Oh, yeah.
When you say this movie is not going anywhere, yes, it was implied in that conversation.
That's when you put pause.
I had to.
Yeah.
And listen to what she was saying.
That was nice.
Yes. And that is the kind of things that really matter when you have somebody whose love language is quality time.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had some people asking me, we have quality time with our family. And I asked them, how do you have quality time? We watch a movie together. Okay. We watch a movie together. Very nice. And I was like, other than that, we watch our movie together, we are on the phone. I was like, that's not quality time. That is not quality time. Quality time is avoiding distractions and
undivided attention.
Yeah.
Yes. Undivided. Underline undivided attention.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's true. Because I remember with my ex, what used to happen. We put a movie. We agree with watching that movie. And then he takes the phone while we are watching the movie and Derek, I used to wonder why it used to piss me off. But understanding that my love language is quality time.
Yes.
Yeah.
You understand why it pissed you off.
Yeah. So we talk about your second favorite.
Yes. Physical touch.
But how come you like physical touch and you don't like PDA?
When it is just me and her, Yes. Where we can sit on the couch, just hold each other, do nothing, even without saying anything. Just stay like that
But
for
not
an
in
hour.
public.
Not in public.
Okay.
Yes.
That's interesting. I never thought of that.
Yeah, there are people, specifically me, who enjoy that.
No, it's interesting to find out that. Eh?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, so people for physical touch, like, the cuddling. There's one time I told my cousin, if you see people who like talking like this, wewe, enda supermarket, alafu, uende. And then, those ones are physical touch.
Yes. Yes.
They kind of talk like that because they always crave for the touch.
Yes. And it is actually, even the research that says that hugging your spouse for more than how many seconds releases dopamine, which makes them more affectionate towards you. Yes. So physical touch is a good one, and it's one of my favorite love languages. I enjoy just holding my baby when we are together, just relaxing, doing nothing, and just holding each other. Yes.
Even something about physical touch is sex means a lot to this kind of people than normal. That's also something, because it's part of physical touch. It means more. So, sometimes I know you've gone out, somebody's tired, and then you're constantly putting this person off,
Yeah.
like today, tomorrow, the other day, like that. Will hurt more if their love language is physical touch than even the person who likes quality time or the others.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a thing about physical touch.
You will get people, the house is spacious enough, there's a 3-seater couch there, a 1-seater couch there, 2-seater couch here. But if I am seated here, she will come and sit here. She'd rather sit on this and sit far away from me because she enjoys being close. Yes, even when you are watching a movie, she'd rather come and sit where I'm seated. Yes.
Okay.
So just to avoid squeezing myself, I'd rather sit on the 3-seater so that there's enough space for both of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
I highly recommend 3-seaters in a house.
Sometimes we just...
or even the seats that look like beds.
Yeah, sometimes we find time when we are all home over the weekend, we move furniture around, create enough space, bring the mattress to the sitting room, and we are there watching our movie together, just enjoying ourselves.
That's very nice.
And it brings us closer to each other.
Something I'd like to add, you've talked about chemicals. Something I need to add about physical touch.
Yes.
This is a love. This is a first love we get as children.
Yes.
Yes. So, you see, when you have a baby, you touch them, you kiss them, you hug them, isn't it?
Yes.
So this is a kind of, this is a first love language your baby will learn. And it is said it is very important because it also creates that oxytocin in them for them to love you more, and they understand that is love.
Yes.
Physical touch is very important. Yeah.
So as we were saying, understanding love languages can help prevent miscommunication and make both partners feel valued, feel loved, and even feel closer to each other. Yes.
I think on my end, for me, I wanted to bring this up. Do you think children have love languages? Because we assume love languages are for adults.
Actually, I believe children also have love languages. Yes.
Yeah. So it's also important as a parent because we've said we are discussing them in romantic and family
Family
and also friendships.
and friendships, yes.
Yeah, so it's also important for you to know your children's love language, especially when they are teenagers.
Yes.
Because they bring down the house during teenagehood.
Yes.
So it's good for you to know their love languages.
Very, very important. So as we finish up on love languages, what do you have to say?
About love languages?
Yes. Closing remarks.
I think everyone should test their love languages. I think it's very important. Have your spouse test their love languages to avoid confusion, or maybe you're not sure. You think you may be this or that. I think take that test for me.
Yes.
So that you can be 100% sure. Because I used to think, I also used to think that apart from quality time, which other one did I used to think I used to think that words of affirmation
was your love language.
Was also a love. But according to the test, I know I can rank them from 5 to 1. So I used to think that one was maybe way up there. But then I found, after I took the test, those quality time, acts of service, then words of affirmation. You see, it even falls under number 3. Yeah. So I think people should really get to know their love languages and feel free to communicate them with your partner. So
you're saying that somebody can have more than 2 love languages, but they are sort of ordered in terms of priority. I feel more connected to you where if you spend quality time as compared to when you do acts of service.
According to his book, he recommends that you have one. You have one love language, or you can have 2.
Okay.
But when you take the test, it will show you the ranks.
All right.
That's what I mean. Like, it will show you 100% like this one, maybe 5% like this one, Evo.
Okay.
And I really loved that. And share that with your spouse. Take a snapshot and just see, my love language is receiving gifts. Give me those lands.
Back to default settings. You had to bring up land.
Yes. See, Derek, I told you, being a Kikuyu, I cannot run away from land.
Very good good indeed.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
and for you?
It's important to understand each other's love languages. Yes. So take your time. We'll share that link on our socials. You go through it, understand your love languages, and also have your spouse or partner or friend understand their love languages so that you can learn how to love each other. The aim of this podcast is to foster successful relationships, friendships, even love relationships. That is our aim. So please get to understand each other's love languages so that we can foster successful relationships.
And healthy ones.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, the rate, I was surprised yesterday. Was it yesterday or the other day? I can't remember. And I was listening to something on while I was driving, and somebody was saying, Derek, the rate at which suicide has gone up is too high.
Yeah.
People are dealing with all these problems, and most of them are being taken back to relationships.
Yeah.
How we relate with our family, because that's where it starts, isn't it? Before you even go to love.
Yes.
How you relate with our family, how you relate to yourself, and how you relate with your loved ones and friends. So this is actually why the podcast is there.
Yeah.
So Derek,
yes.
Do you have a question for our viewers?
Well, I'd like our viewers to let us know if they know their love languages. If they do not know, would they like to know their love languages?
Okay, that's interesting.
Yes. There are some people who really
Don't
don't
care?
yeah. They just don't.
Okay.
As
I
long
can
as,
see it happening.
as long as they're happy, they don't give a damn about the rest of the details. They say these are just details. But it is important.
But the devil is in the details.
Yes, it is important to understand each other's love languages because it will also bring you closer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, before we go,
Yes.
let me add one more thing.
Okay.
Where do love languages come from? They come from how we were raised.
Okay.
You know, most of these things, and one day we should talk about even trauma. How we were raised as children. You find that most men, you find their love languages either is touch, physical touch, or even acts of service. Because when they were young, either they were not given, actually men are not given acts of physical touch. So you crave it. So sometimes it's out of an unhealthy parenting or healthy parenting.
So you're saying I did not get quality time.
Maybe yours was very healthy. You never know. You see how, like, I've talked about quality time, me and my mom.
Yes.
We go spreading beds and together as we talk.
Yeah.
You see, that is different from my mom maybe was always working. She was never there. So I crave
that connection.
And how do I crave it? Quality time.
Yeah.
So you find that happens. Sometimes it comes out of either healthy or unhealthy upbringing. Yeah.
Okay. I've never looked at it that way.
It's interesting.
Very interesting.
Because even for men, men who... Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a very good question.
Okay.
I was saying this thing with a friend of mine on Sunday. Does your father hug you and tell you, I love you, my son?
No.
So you see?
Yes.
Physical touch is you see, because that's the thing I've learned. Most men, I don't know why if you get a boy child, will you do that?
I believe I will.
Yeah. Because I have seen a healthy my uncle. He's now either in his 80s or near 80s. His boys, actually his oldest children are boys, they're in their 50s.
Okay.
This man, I love this. I've never seen this. And I really love it. He hugs his children. And he started when they were young. He hugs his male 50-year-old men. Come here, my son, I love you very much. And I look at him and I wonder, he really sparks my brain.
Yeah, we were brought up by strict parents. So
Is it strict parents or parents? No, but he's very strict. He's a very strict man.
Yeah, let me finish my statement.
Okay.
And the way we were brought up sort of instilled fear.
Okay.
In some of us. Yes, in most people, especially towards their fathers, because the father was no nonsense. You do it my way
or the highway.
So that connection that you're talking about, your uncle has with his sons, most of the fathers did not create that.
My father didn't do that. He didn't do that with Wachata, his son. Even the daughters.
Yeah, so you see, it is something that was lacking from most of our generations.
It was. But I still think fear is good if you can balance.
Yeah. Actually, I believe fear is very good. I feared and respected my father.
That's what I think people confuse. People confuse fear to be rather than the respect.
Yes.
Because fear can also be respect.
Yes. And it is because of that fear and respect I am this great gentleman you see here. Because he instilled that
respect.
Yes. At a very young age. And that is one thing we are noticing people nowadays are not doing for their children.
Yeah.
And you get children at a very young age, they are rude, ungovernable. So,
so I agree. Respect is also important. We'll talk about it one time in our podcast.
Yes.
Respecting your elders and also yourself.
Yeah.
All right. I think we've asked our question.
Yes. So please let us know. And keep on commenting, subscribe.
Some of the comments are very nice.
We are being challenged now too.
We are being challenged. The reason for this mics is a challenge.
Yes. But it's good that we have DSS. We are very grateful for the feedback that you give us. Yes.
All right. So subscribe, follow, share. What else?
Like and comment. It's been awesome having you. Catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.